much important scholarship had been done over the years to bring Black filmmaking to light. There had been in-depth studies of key figures, key moments, social and media trends, and so much more. We wanted to build on that scholarship with our exhibition, and we are so proud to present to the wider public a more comprehensive picture of Black filmmaking from its early beginnings to the 1970s. For this reason, we begin Regeneration in 1898, only a mere 3 years after the first public screening were held. As you will see in this gallery, we'll lead with a clip from the recently discovered film Something Good, Negro Kiss, featuring vaudeville performers Saint Suddle and Gertie Brown. And we end in 1971. You might ask yourself, why are we doing this? But we are doing this because it's a turning point in Black political resistance in this country and in cinema. With the release of Melvin von Peebles' independent production, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, that would become a precursor to what some commonly identifies as Blaxploitation films. As a film museum who believes that film is an art form, it was important to highlight the work of some contemporary artists as well, to underscore the ongoing impact of Black cinema on other forms of the visual arts. You will see works by artists including Theaster Gates, Glenn Ligon, Kara Walker, and Gary Simmons in the 7 galleries that you will explore very soon.
And now, Doris and I would like to give you a quick summary of the exhibition. We begin in a gallery with Something Good, Negro Kiss from 1898, as we previously mentioned, but actually 2 versions of the kiss. One from a print found in the United States, and the other from a print recently discovered in Norway. This first gallery provides a social, historical context for situating the exhibition. Seeing this pair of established vaudeville performers on screen, smartly dressed and having a laugh, it becomes the first recorded example of intimacy on screen. It also runs counter to many mainstream images of Black people at the time, which were often pejorative, one-sided, stereotypical portrayals. From there, we move on to a gallery dedicated to independently produced race films. These are productions made specifically for an African-American audience in mind, and usually included majority Black cast, and in some cases were made by Black directors, spotlighting the companies and individuals such as Oscar Micheaux, the Norman Film Company, and the Lincoln Motion Picture Company, allows us to discuss dedicated creatives working during this time. While many works may no longer exist in specially designed theater within the gallery, you can see excerpts from some of the existing race films. All sorts of opportunities and complexities began to open for Black film artists when Hollywood started to expand the role that performers could play, especially in musicals. The next gallery addresses topics including short musical films called Soundies, Hollywood's all-Black cast musicals, and the overseas career of Josephine Baker are also in this gallery. And that leads us to the Stars and Icons, where you will see glamour photographs, home movies, and a large-scale montage of film clips of dozens of performers who broke through to fame in mainstream film industry from the 20s through the 1950s.
And then the next gallery shows how advances in the Black freedom struggle impacted the film industry and affected society as well as the movies, from World War II through the Civil Rights Movement. This is where you will see contributions of actors and activists, including Paul Robeson, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, Ruby Dee, and Ossie Davis, as well as writers including Lauren Hainsbury and James Baldwin. We conclude by bringing the story close to the present day with a gallery dedicated to 5 Black directors who were active from the 1960s onward. Melvin van Peebles, of course, who we mentioned before, but also the documentary filmmaker Madeleine Anderson, the independent filmmakers Robert L. Goodwin and William Greaves, and the great Gordon Parks, who was the first black director ever to produce a studio movie. In conjunction with Regeneration, the Academy Museum is proud to present Sir Isaac Julian's 3-channel video installation, Baltimore, which pays tribute to Melvin van Peebles by appropriating the look and feel of the 1970s blaxploitation cinema, using the streets and museums of Baltimore as locations. We are so lucky to have Sir Isaac